Hey, what up everyone? It's been a while here. Welcome to my channel. My name is Fred. Okay, so straight up today we're going to be looking at, now the last video I uploaded was the intersection of two cylindrical pipes, okay, at a right angle. All right, so this example is on two intersecting cylinders that are what at an angle other than right angle. All right, so 45, because you could have it at a right angle, you could also have it at angles other than 90. Okay, it could be 30, it could be 45. So now we have 45. Now the aim is towards, number one, draw the plan of this. You copy this elevation, you draw the plan, you develop the cylinder A, and you develop the cylinder B. I'm going to show you how to do all of that right now. Then you look for the curve of intersection. All right, but before then, let me show you something in AutoCAD. Now take a look at this. Now the last example I treated was this. Okay, two intersecting cylinders at what right angle. This is what I'm trying to talk about. Okay, so see this intersect this at right angles. Now this is the example we're treating right now. Now this is a case whereby you have a cylinder intersecting at an angle 45 degrees, so to speak. Now this definitely is the elevation, which is what you saw. All right, we're going to draw the plan. Now remember, when you're viewing from the plan, the top, you're going to see this circular top. All right, unlike this one, yes, like this one, you see this, you saw the circular top in this part of this pipe. Okay, you're also going to see the circular top here on the part of the pipe, but this time around, because this is at an angle 45 degrees, all right, you're going to see a kind of ellipse here. So let me rotate that manually so you see what I'm talking about. So if you view from the plan, the top, good, can you see that? Now you see the circular part of the cylinder, then you see a little bit of the circle here in form of what, an ellipse. So don't forget that. So when they intersect, that's what you see. Then definitely the curve of intersection, sorry, you have this as a curve of intersection. Okay, so if you haven't seen the video I uploaded previously on this example, you need to go see that video. It will help you to understand this one better. All right, okay. Okay, so with the information given, I will project this elevation and I will draw the plan. Okay, so I'll draw the elevation somewhere here and I'll draw the plan at the bottom. All right, so I'm going to be real quick with this. I'm not going to waste much time because I already did an explanation in the previous upload of intersection of solid that at right angle. Now also remember, this is what equal pipe is not different. That this pipe is not different from this one in diameter, 50 diameter, 50 diameter. We're going to treat the one of unequal pipes in subsequent uploads. Okay, so you draw, give yourself space. All right, bring your hands down to the bottom right corner of your, because we're going to develop something to this other side, that is the B. Okay, so you just draw a center line or a thin line if you like this. Remember, that's a thin line. Then position your set square like this. Just a minute. All right, so position your set square like this, perpendicular. All right, so make sure you align it properly. So I'm going to adjust it to the left a little bit so I will have enough clearance. Okay, good. So move it down and draw a horizontal line, point of your choice. Okay, so I want to draw this. Okay, so I want to draw this bottom, take it off. So give yourself space. Remember, this is perpendicular to this, so just draw a thin line. Okay, with that thin line, now the diameter is what, 50. So if the diameter is 50, you measure 25 left, 25 right. So place it here. 25 left, that's 2.5 left. So this is 0, this is 2.5, and this is 50. Okay, 2.5 being the center. All right, so align your set square in this form. Make sure it is properly aligned. Okay, transfer to 0. Don't worry, you can draw the lines downward, no problem. Just draw thin lines upward and transfer to where you measured 50. All right, draw thin lines, don't draw thick lines. Okay, so I'm going to draw the plan. So you need 2.5. So this is already 2.5. I'm going to stretch from here to here, because if the diameter is 50, that means the radius I need to draw the circle will be what, 2.5. Or just simply come here and measure 2.5, the same thing. Okay, so locate any point of your choice, convenient point. Make sure there is space between the elevation of the plan. Okay, needle there with this 2.5, and draw a circle. No problem, you can draw a thick line because it will be visible. All right, okay, so that's let me adjust this. Okay, good. So that's it. So align your set square with this horizontal line and transfer to the center of the circle. Draw a line out, just stop there. Okay, now we're told this is 90, so we're going to measure 90. So from this is 9 and this is 0. Okay, so I'm going to transfer lines. If you like, you can also measure 90 here and join, but I just love to transfer lines there and draw it once. So draw this here. All right, okay, so remember, I want to position this. Now we're told that this distance here is what, 20, so I'm going to measure 20. So this is 20 here, so remember this is 20. So we're told that this angle here is 45. So I'm going to get my 45 degrees set square, 45, not 60, 30. So I'm going to align my ruler with this horizontal line and place my 45 on top like this, and adjust until I get to where I measured 20. You know, I measured 20 here, and draw a thin line. Just draw a thin line and stop. All right, good. So what I'm going to do next now is, now if you check very well, you discover that this distance here wasn't given. All right, and so now how do you get this, draw this to meet this cylinder at this point? Okay, so I'm going to show you. So what you're going to do is you're going to drop a perpendicular line at any point of your choice. Now we're not going to use it, it's just a reference line to help us get this part, okay, and this other part. So to do that, align your set square perpendicularly in this form. Make sure it is 90 degrees. All right, 90 degrees. Align it, support with your ruler. All right, and adjust. Oh, sorry about that, my hands shook. Okay, so align again, 90 degrees, support with your ruler, and adjust it to any point, just any point of your choice, and draw a thin line. It's a guideline. I'm going to erase it later, just let it be. All right, so what am I going to do? We're told that diameter is what, 50. So I'm going to measure 50 on it real quick, and that's it, 50. Okay. Oh, there is something wrong with this. Okay, this is not long enough. So what I would like to do here is I would like to change this dimension here to 100. Sorry about that. So it will be just enough. Okay, 100. So instead of 90, I'm going to take it up to 100. So let me erase. I'll do that off camera and move it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add 1 centimeter or 10 mm to it. So this is it. So I'm going to move this line. Okay, let me just do it on camera. So align your set square, move it here, and draw a thin line. Okay, good. Now I am going to erase this other one here. Okay, so that's it. Now remember, this is 100. Change from 90 to 100. All right, I apologize for that error. Okay, so now remember, I already drew perpendicular here, and I've measured what, 50, because the diameter is what, 50. Okay, so there I have my 50. Good. Now transfer lines. So align your set square with this line here, like this. Okay, support with your ruler like this. Transfer to where you have 50. This is it, 50, and draw it to touch the cylinder. Good. Now remember, this line is not the real length. So what we're going to do is we are still going to measure 60, because we told this is 60. Okay, so now from here we measure 60. So these are 60 here. Remember, this is 6, this is 0. That's it. So at this point 60, I'm now going to transfer, align your set square with this line here, this perpendicular line you drew. So bring it to where you measured 60 and draw it. Just draw thick line at once. Okay, so that's it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to erase this one because it's not, I'm done with this. Okay, so like I told you, this part wasn't given. Now it will just show up automatically, as you can see there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw the outline thick. Okay, so I've done that. So I'm going to locate the center here, which is 25. So I'm going to measure, align my ruler. Remember, this is 50, so half of it will be 25. So I'm going to dot because I need this center. All right, so this is 25, the center. Then I'm going to transfer a thin line, align my set square with this line here, and transfer a thin line to this point where you had 25. Just draw a thin line, draw it out, stop there. So what I'm going to do also, I'm going to align my set square this way, align it properly with this vertical line here, and transfer lines to this point here. Okay, and draw it down. So draw it down, that's it. Right, so stretch 25. So this is 25. That's the radius of the circle. All right, so draw a thin half circle. Do the same thing here. Draw a thin half circle because I'm going to join it later. Okay, transfer horizontal line. Okay, so this point, this should just connect automatically, but thin lines. So we have that there, and transfer down, or just connect directly, and we have that there. Thin lines, please. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the circle into 12. So this is still 25. Remember, it's the radius of the circle. So with this radius, you needle here, cut the circle at this point, cut this one at this point, needle here, cut circle here, needle here, and cut. So that's it. So you do the same thing here. Needle, cut the top, the bottom, needle here, cut, and there, and you cut. So I'm going to call this 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now numbering is very, very important. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. Now remember, when you're viewing from the top, this 0 from this top here, that's this point here of the pipe. This is the top. What you're seeing from here is actually this top, not here. Okay, so this 0 on the top now is here. So this one is 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 2, 3. I explained the reason for this in the previous video, so you might want to go see it. Okay, so align and your set square with this line, align with this line or this mid line here. Transfer lines to 2, just draw them out to 1, to 1, 2, draw thin lines to 1, and that's it. So here we'll do the same thing here. Transfer lines. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so I've already done that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to transfer vertical lines to 0. Now don't make the mistake of transferring to this point 2, 3. No, you transfer to where it is. These lines are intersecting the surface. Okay, this is where you transfer down. So align your set square like this with a vertical line correctly. Okay, so transfer to 0. This is 0. Draw lines down across. Transfer to 1. Remember, you can see what I'm doing. 1. This is 1, not here. So, but here. Don't make that mistake. So 2. This is the point you're drawing down. 0. Sorry, 3. Thin lines. 2 again. Draw down, and 1. Draw them. So remember, don't transfer from the stop here. No, it's wrong. It is where the lines intersect. Okay, so that's settled. So first of all, I would like to get the curve of intersection before. You know, there is a circular part. If you noticed the I showed you in AutoCAD 2 intersecting pipes at an angle. There was a little ellipse here, so it's going to show up. Now ensure that while doing this, you are very, very accurate with your transfers and all right? You don't want to make mistakes, so be very, very accurate. If you're not getting it, start all over again and ensure you are precise with your drawing. So now remember, this is also 1, this is 2, this is 3. Don't forget, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So I'm going to draw lines from 2 up, 1 up. I already have 0 up, 3 is already gone up, right? So align, sorry, okay, transfer to 2. Now there is no point drawing it all the way from this 2 here because I don't want to crowd this, but it's actually the same. They are in they're on same line. So that's 2. Transfer to 1. This is 1 up. Draw lines up. Okay, so don't forget this 1 and this 1, they are on the same line. This 2 and this 2, they are on the same line. I hope you can see that. And this 3. So now let's trace. Now this is line 3. So wherever you see 3, you dot. So this is line 3 and this is line 3. So they are intersecting at this point. Line 3. You have this point here. There is no other 3, as you can see. Then you now move to 2. So remember, this 2 also applies to this one. So you move line 2. Remember, wherever you see 2, you intersect. So this is line 2. Let me put this ruler as a guide. So I'm moving. So this is a 2 here intersecting line 2. So you can see this 2 intersecting here. And if you continue up, there is another 2 here, 2. So intersect numbers, you match them. So next one is 1. So you move, this is 1. So 1 is intersecting at this point. If you continue, there is another 1 upstairs. 1 intersecting line 1 at this point. Okay. Then you have 0. So 0 intersecting this 0 here. Continue and another 0 here. So we have our what? Dots for the curve of what? Intersection. See all the curves? So what I'm going to do is get a French curve, flexible curve or broomstick, and connect this curve. Okay, so that's it, the curve of intersection. Okay, this is actually If you draw it correctly, it's actually supposed to give you a straight line down, but this is a curve. All right, it's a curve. All right, so now let's draw this part I told you the other time. Okay, so this pipe here, when you view from the top, you'll be seeing an elliptical opening on the plan. So now the same thing you do, you trace number. So this is 0, you intersect with 0, this is 0, so they intersect at this point. And this is 1, don't forget 1. So wherever you see 1, you dot. So if you move down, this is 1, you can see intersecting 1 here. If you continue, it's another 1 intersecting 1. This is 2, so whenever you see 2 intersecting 2, continue down, this is another 2. This is 3 here, and 3 here again. This is 2, move down, this is 2, and down, this is another 2. 1, this is 1, continue, this is another 1 intersecting 1, and finally 0 intersecting 0. So you see this part, you connect it using your French curve or whichever one you have. Okay, so there we have it, curve. Now ensure that your curves are cleaner than mine. Okay, all right, so after joining this, now join here where you have this 3, do not exceed, draw thick line to this point, and also here thick lines to this point. Do not exceed. All right, just there. So this is your plan. All right, the plan. So what we're going to do next, and this is the elevation, what we're going to do next is we're going to develop pipe A. Now let us say XX is the same. All right, meanwhile this is let's say YY. So what I'm trying to talk about is you're going to develop pipe A using here as the same XX, and I'm going to develop pipe B using YY as the same. All right, so let's develop A. So to do that, extend this line. Okay, so place your ruler properly and extend with a thin line because we are developing left. Okay, all right, do the same thing to the top. So what I'm just going to do is I'll transfer just for me to be sure that the lines are parallel. So I'll transfer and draw. Okay, so align your ruler, your set square with a vertical part, and give yourself any distance, any space to start your development. So just move it a little bit and draw a line, thin lines. All of these are thin lines. So what you're going to do is take any of the divisions. Now there is something I didn't do here. Now with this my radius, I will also divide this into 12. So make an arc there, needle here, make an arc. There's no point making an arc here because it will correspond. Can you see that? I already made the marks by transferring them from the other part. So make an arc there. So this is what 0 1 2 3, 0 1 2 3. Okay, so now stretch any of these divisions. It's the same thing, so both pipes are the same. So I just needed to let you know that when you want to develop pipe A, you use the division of pipe A. If you want to develop pipe B, you use the division of pipe B. That is in cases whereby both pipes are not of the same diameter. Okay, so just stretch any of the either 2 to 3, and you can see they are all the same division. So just stretch any of the divisions. Step of 12 equal divisions. So that's 1 2 3 up to 12, 4. Okay, I'm done with that. Now transfer this line. This is 12 divisions, don't forget. So transfer to all 12 divisions. So align your set square with a vertical line. Okay, transfer to this point, draw lines up, up to the very last one. Okay, so I've done that. So I'm going to label. So remember, this is the same 0. So this is 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's what I'm doing. 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So remember, this is how I'm moving. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Sorry. 2, 2, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, and so on, back to 0. So now remember, this is where this is making contact. Don't forget, this is where it is making contact. So that is why this 0 here, as you can see, is the same thing as this one. All right. So what you're going to do next is we're going to transfer these lines, these points. All right, all of these points. We're going to move them into the development of A. So align your set square with this one, horizontal line here, transfer to this point here, draw a thin line, move to the next one, draw a thin line to the next, a thin line to this one on top here, this point, a thin line to this point, a thin line, and finally to the one on top here, and draw a thin line. So ensure to draw the lines to touch the end. Okay, so remember, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. You should also have same. Okay, so now remember, this 0 is this 0 here. This 1 to the right and to the left is this 1 to the right and to the left. This 2 and this 2 to the right and to the left is this 2 and this 2, and so on. So now this is 0. So wherever you see 0, you intersect. Remember, this line is line 0 to the top, another 0. So move. So wherever I see this very 0, so which is this one, so trace, this is this 0 here, that's a dot. Now if you continue to the top, also continue from here, also they move, that's it. So the next one is this is 1. Remember, this one, they are the same. So oh, sorry, there is an issue, there's a problem. I made a mistake, sorry about that. I didn't transfer to 0 actually, so let me do that real quick. Apologies, that's actually skipped. So this is it. I didn't transfer this one, just transfer this. So extend touch the end, and that's it. So let me start all over again. Okay, so let me start again. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you should have 7 lines, okay, not 6. So this is 0. So remember this 0. So when you trace this 0, this is it here, intersecting with this 0. So when you move up, same 0 to the top, you have it here. Okay, good. Now the next one is 1. So this is 1, don't forget. So remember, this 1 and this 1 is the same thing as this 1 and this one here. Then this 2 also is the same thing as this 2. So 1, trace 1 is intersecting with this one here, and if you continue, it's intersecting with this one here. So let's see, there's another one on top. This is 1 also, remember, 1. So you move, intersecting 1, and you move, intersecting this 1. So we have those 2 points. So the next one is 2. So this is 2. Remember, it's this 2 and this 2. So we have this 2 and this 2. Move up. This is 2. This is 2 here. We have this 2. Remember, this is 2 and this 2. And finally, we have the last one, 3. Okay. Remember, it's this 3. We don't have, just only 1 point for 3. So you move the other one. What I mean is we don't have any other 3 on top, like just one line. So you connect this with a French curve or a broomstick or a flexible curve. So that's it. Connect. Then when you're done drawing the curve, don't forget to draw the outline also with thick lines. Okay, so let me move to the development of pipe B. This pipe B. So I'm going to align my ruler with this part and extend with thin lines out. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to transfer this line to all of these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't forget. All right, so align your set square with this horizontal line. Okay, transfer to this point here, draw to this one. This is the next one. Thin lines, transfer to this one, transfer to, okay, so I'm gonna have to readjust. So I have this, transfer here, transfer here, and finally here, this one. So those are thin lines. So I will choose where to start my development. All right, so to do that, I will align my set square with any of these lines here. So let me align it with this one properly. Support with your ruler. So align your set square with any of these lines you see here. So I'm aligning with this. All right, support with your ruler, then move to any convenient point where you wish to start your development. So I wish to start the development from here. I could move it up to here to start from here, you understand, but because of space I would like to bring it backward a little bit and start my development from maybe somewhere here. So drop a perpendicular line. So that's it. So this line is perpendicular to this one. Now I am going to now take one of the divisions again, like I did. All right, step up what 12 equal what divisions 1, 2 up to 12. Okay, so there I have it. Once again, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and back to 0. So what you do next is align your set square with this line here and transfer lines to 1, 2, draw to this top here, 3 up to you get to this very last one here. Okay, so I already did that. Now let's now connect points. Now remember, this is 0, this one is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now this 0 you see here, this one is this one, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. You see this 0 here, this is it here. Don't forget, this 0 and this one, they are not the same. Okay, this one is on top here, this one is at the bottom here. So it is this one that is what, the 0 for this center. Don't forget that. All right, so now let's trace. Now this is 0, it will what, intersect with this 0 and the 0 at the last here. You see that? So remember, we're still on 0. This is 0. Can you see that? Let me make sure you're seeing that clearly. So this is 0. I'm talking about this 0 now. 0, 0. This one here, don't dot, because it's for this. So this is for this 0 here. So we'll get there. Now this is 1. So remember, it is this 1 and this 1. 1, continue. 1. You know there's another 1 here, but it's on top here. It's not coinciding with this one. So we'll keep moving. 2. Remember, it's for this 2 and this 2. So this is 2, 2. Right? Now this is 3. So it's for this 3. 3 here. And continue another 3 here. Okay, now this is 2, so it is for this 2 and this 2. Don't forget that. 2 and 2. Then this is 1, so it is for this one and this one. So trace that again. 1 1 1 1, and finally 0 for this one. This is 0 here. So use a French curve to connect all of this. Okay, so that's it. So you connect the curve, and you draw the outline, all right, with a thick line. So this is the development of this pipe B, and this is the development of A, right? And this is, don't forget, the plan. Okay, so that's it. That's how to develop two pipes that are what at an angle to each other. And I want to believe if you go over the steps again, you should be able to draw this perfectly. All right, thanks for watching. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone. If you know this video has been beneficial to you, I need you to subscribe to this channel and also recommend this channel to anybody you think might be in need of these lessons, as more videos will be uploaded. So my next lesson, I'm going to be treating square pipes, okay, intersecting at right angles and at other angles other than right angles. Thanks for watching. Do have a nice day. Bye.